Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first long video, and honestly I'm very excited to finally start this journey with all of you. From now on, I'm going to do my best to upload long videos every single week, and hopefully even more as this channel grows. And on this channel we're going to talk deeply and honestly about everything that can change a person's life. Fitness, mindset, discipline, body transformation, mental health, success, modern life, motivation, self-development, and all the things people feel internally but rarely speak about openly. I also want this channel to feel real and connected. So if there's any topic you want me to talk about next, drop it in the comments because I genuinely want us to build this together. Now today's topic is something I believe is silently affecting almost everyone in modern life. Why so many people feel mentally exhausted, emotionally disconnected, unmotivated, distracted, and lost, even when they technically have more comfort than any generation before them. And to understand this properly, we first need to understand how the human brain actually works. The human brain was never designed for the amount of stimulation we receive every single day now. Think about it. From the moment most people wake up, their brain immediately gets attacked with stimulation. Notifications, social media, messages, videos, news, music, comparison, artificial lights, stress, constant information. Most people do not even spend 5 minutes alone with silence anymore. And this slowly changes the brain over time, because the brain adapts to repetition. If you constantly feed your brain short dopamine hits every few seconds, eventually normal life starts feeling boring. And this is one of the biggest hidden problems today. People are losing the ability to focus deeply. Reading becomes harder. Patience becomes harder. Discipline becomes harder. Even sitting quietly becomes uncomfortable. Why? Because the brain becomes addicted to stimulation. Now let's talk about dopamine because most people misunderstand it completely. Dopamine is not simply happiness. Dopamine is anticipation. It's the chemical involved in motivation, reward seeking, and craving. And social media platforms understand this extremely well. That's why everything today is designed to keep your attention trapped. Short videos, endless scrolling, notifications, algorithms, constant novelty. Every swipe gives the brain another tiny dopamine spike, and over time, the brain starts expecting constant stimulation. This is why so many people feel restless, distracted, anxious, and mentally drained. Their nervous system never truly rests anymore. And eventually this affects everything: focus, confidence, discipline, emotional control, sleep, motivation, relationships, productivity, because the mind becomes overstimulated but underdeveloped. Now, another dangerous thing modern life creates is comparison. People constantly compare their life to edited moments online. They compare money, body, success, relationships, lifestyle, appearance, and slowly people begin feeling like they are falling behind in life, even when they are doing okay. This creates quiet dissatisfaction internally, and many people try to escape this feeling through distraction instead of solving the root problem: more scrolling, more entertainment, more junk food, more dopamine, more avoidance. But avoidance never heals anything. It only delays pain, and eventually the mind starts fighting itself internally. That's why so many people today feel mentally exhausted even when they didn't physically do much, because mental overstimulation drains energy too. Now let's talk about comfort. Comfort is one of the most dangerous addictions humans can develop because it feels safe while slowly destroying growth. The human brain naturally wants to conserve energy and avoid discomfort. That's survival instinct. But growth requires the opposite. Growth requires pressure, discomfort, repetition, patience, discipline. Muscles grow through stress. Confidence grows through uncomfortable experiences. Discipline grows by resisting impulses repeatedly. But modern life makes comfort available instantly. Food delivery, entertainment, validation, dopamine, distraction. Everything is one click away. And because of this, many people slowly lose mental resilience. The scary part is that this destruction happens quietly, not dramatically. One skipped workout, one lazy morning, one extra hour scrolling, one avoided responsibility. Then years disappear. And one day people wake up feeling disconnected from themselves. Now here is the important part. What is the solution? How do you rebuild your mind in a world designed to distract you? The first thing is understanding that your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. If your environment constantly encourages distraction, your brain will naturally follow it. So you must intentionally create an environment that supports discipline. Simple examples: keep your phone away while working, reduce unnecessary notifications, stop consuming negative content constantly, spend more time in silence, train your body regularly, improve sleep, organize your environment. These small things matter more than people realize. Second, train your focus like a muscle. Most people destroyed their attention span without noticing. You rebuild it by practicing deep focus again. Reading, training without checking the phone, working without constant interruptions, walking without stimulation. At first it feels uncomfortable. That's normal. Your brain is literally adapting again. Third, build physical discipline. People underestimate how connected the body and mind are. Training consistently changes more than appearance. It changes confidence, emotional control, stress tolerance, energy, self-respect. When you repeatedly do difficult physical things, your mind becomes stronger too. Fourth, improve sleep. This is one of the biggest hidden hacks for mental clarity and emotional stability. Poor sleep affects dopamine, hormones, cravings, focus, stress, motivation, recovery. Most people are trying to fix their life while sleeping 4 or 5 hours. That rarely works long term. Fifth, learn to be alone with yourself again. This is extremely important. Silence is uncomfortable for many people because silence exposes unresolved thoughts. But avoiding yourself only creates more internal chaos later. Some of the strongest mental clarity comes from walking alone, journaling, thinking deeply, reducing noise, spending time disconnected from constant stimulation. Now let's talk about discipline, because this is where most real transformation happens. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is learning how to act independently from emotion. Some days you feel motivated. Other days you feel tired, insecure, distracted, or emotionally heavy. Disciplined people continue anyway. That is why they eventually separate themselves from everyone else. Because consistency changes identity, and identity changes behavior automatically. A person who sees himself as disciplined behaves differently. A person who respects himself makes different choices daily. And over time, those choices completely transform a life. The truth is, most people do not need more information. They need more consistency. Because deep down, almost everyone already knows what they should do. Train, sleep better, eat better, focus more, waste less time. Stop escaping reality constantly. The hard part is repetition. But repetition is exactly where transformation happens. And maybe the most important thing I want people to understand from this video is this: you are not weak because you struggle. You are struggling because modern life constantly attacks your focus, your discipline, and your attention. But the brain adapts, which means you can rebuild yourself too. Your habits can change, your body can change, your confidence can change, your life can change. But only if you stop waiting for motivation and start building systems, standards, and discipline. Because the life you want is usually hidden behind the discomfort you keep avoiding. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, comment below what topic you want next, because we're just getting started.